What does teleconomy mean? It's super simple and easy. Teleconomy is our mantra. It's our new way of thinking. It's our new way of acting. Teleconomy means cut costs, but not benefits, right? It's not pure saving. Look, we will save here, you will save there. But it's also, I would say, not concerning also telecommunications. With teleconomy, would like to go as well out of telecommunications. But I will tell you very, very, very soon what we mean with this. And we have been looking for a way how to visualize teleconomy. We've been looking for a way to say clearly, how can we clearly visualize to our clients that we are there for them in the most, some of the most difficult times they had maybe in the last years. And please, let's go to the next slide to see how we visualize that. So I'm really happy and proud to announce that we have a new logo. This is a campaign logo, and we decided to change our new visual appearance. I think you know the colors very well. I need to send here a little bit of disclaimer. We are currently checking because in Romania there's a law that certain, let's say, communication material using national flag needs to be approved. If this is, let's say, concerning that, we will go for all the needed approvals, so it will take a little bit time, most likely until we change the visual identity. But during the campaign, we will change our logo, and I can tell you this will be for sure at least until September this year, to make sure that people see we are here for Romanians, we understand Romanians. This campaign is not a group campaign, it's a purely local campaign, because this is something what came from the customers, this financial burdens, this a little bit worries about the future, and I think this is also a nice gesture, and we're really happy, and I love the logo, I would say a lot. Maybe next time we will produce shirts with it, and you will see me with a t-shirt with it, and from now on this is our new visual identity for the campaign. But it's not enough to be just visual. Let's go a little bit further in the definition of teleconomy. So it means cutting costs, saving smart, giving fair deals, and it has two completely separated pillars. One thing is the telecommunications pillar I will start with, but the second thing is with teleconomy, we want to go as well outside of telco. Telco is our core, we know very well. Let's go into the telco part, the easier one for me. In the next slide, please. In the telco part, we see already that the research which was introduced by our data scientists previously showed as well that even here and now at this moment, 80% of all customers who switch to telecom perceive that they're receiving a better value for money price-quality ratio than the former provider. And I think this is extremely important, because I would say when this going is getting tough and I need to budget a little bit my household income, I will personally questioning myself, and I tell you open and honest, do I want to afford an Orange? Do I want to afford a Vodafone still? Or is it not time for teleconomy? Simply cutting the costs and getting the same or more out of it. And we will introduce today two offers, but the plan is within the teleconomy umbrella to launch all products and services under this umbrella, and there are many, many more to follow, and we will come up with new surprises. Each and every few weeks you will find a new teleconomy offer. We are starting now today with our proven voice offer and an offer on the smart TV stick, but more to come. But let's go a little bit as well into the non-telco part. Yeah, the slide was okay. Please go there. So we want to touch here as well the other parts of life where customers currently simply maybe are overspending or maybe actually could get out more value for less money. And for sure it is an educational thing, showing tips, tricks, tweaks of day-to-day things like cooking, for example, looking for certain discounts, like fashion. So we're touching all the topics actually to optimize the budget. And this is with a very entertaining show. And the show is run by our favorite, actually, Geetzer. And for sure, he's supported in the show with Nitsa. You will see him later. But I would like to roll the video that they tell you also personally what the Tel Economy show actually contains. Please, let's roll the video.
Vara asta, Deutsche Bahn, un singur scop. Să te învețe cum să te descurci cu cașcavalul. Studiourile Jina prezintă Teleconomie Show, locul unde înveți cum să tai costurile fără să pierzi beneficiile. Sau, mă rog, o să vezi. Cu Gheorghe și Niță.
Teleconomie Show, în vladă!
So, it's fun, absolutely, but let's go to the next slide, please. But they are actually really covering some really serious topics, like cooking a nice menu for 20 lei, or actually being really nicely fashionable dressed for 20 lei, producing your own workout equipment. And we're in interaction with the users. I would say each and everybody has a trick and has maybe some secret, and we are happy that people are interacting with us and we are sharing that. We will have a platform, and we hope that we have a big community, and this community is for sure open for all Romanians, no matter if telecom customer or not telecom customer. We are happy to make sure that people are learning from each other, that people are using their knowledge, and for sure everything is translated in a very entertaining show. And with this, I have a really, really good feeling that we are acting very, very fast as a company, and again, listening to customers' needs. And I really hope that we can make the difficult times some of people are in easier with Tel Economy.
Cum veți folosi această experiență câștigată, iată, cu media și cred că și cu partenerii, în relația cu clienții voștri de până acum? Deci această nouă realitate, zic unii, noua irealitate, zic eu, conectarea video, deci veți contacta clienții business, veți folosi această pârghie ca și o nouă modalitate de business, ajungând până la retail sau la, în fine, pe cine vizați?
E o întrebare adâncă, mulțumesc.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the crisis brought actually a lot of things. It was forcing us, driving us out of the comfort zone, and we needed to change a lot of things to keep the company running, to deliver the services to the customers. And I can tell you only one example, which was working very, very well, and what we are going to keep in future. For example, in the call center, we had, when the crisis started, an enormous load of calls in the call center. And the waiting times have been significantly higher as before. You might remember I told you that we've been in the past, before the crisis, very proud that the waiting time was far below 1 minute, it was 30 seconds. But we had certain days where we had 10 minutes waiting time in the call center in the first days. We said, look, we cannot continue like that. We need to change. And what we did, we developed a robot where the customer, when he's calling, is actually booking like a ticket when you are queuing at the doctor and you get a ticket. But then the robot, when it's the customer turn, is calling the customer back, that the customer is not spending 10 minutes on the phone hearing some music. The customer terminates the call, and as soon as the agent is available, the robot is calling the customer, and the customer can call, can talk to the agent. And we got an enormously good feedback about that. And for sure, this is just one of the examples we're going to keep. And I'm really happy that we've got several things we've seen they're working nicely. They bring more benefits for us, for the customer. Also, we've got significantly higher payments online. And I think as well, the entire crisis forced as well to get all more digital. And I all hope that we're keeping the good things, but also I all hope that we're going back into the normal level, because if you ask me, I enjoy the virtual press conference with you, but seeing you face to face at a nice press conference, I would prefer, and I hope we can have that soon.
It's okay. Da. În continuare, ce ați aplicat în România, ce a aplicat Telekom în această perioadă în România, în legătură cu noi, cu media, dar și cu clienții, a aplicat grupul Telekom și în Germania și în celelalte țări unde activează?
Okay, so from your knowledge, Andreas, what we have applied here in Romania, for example, what we have learned during these times and your example, has Deutsche Telekom applied also internationally in other NatCos?
Look, I think what is good in Deutsche Telekom that we are sharing a lot. And what we are trying always to share things which have been working nicely, and we're in regular dialogue with the guys, and some of the things we applied, some of the things they applied. So for example, I can tell you one example where we've been the first ones in the entire group. It is that our shop agents are as well, when in those times where there have been very little footfall, very little entrance in the shop, those guys are doing outbound calls and inbound calls. So they're hybrid agents. They're not in the shop physically, they're also on the telephone. And this is, for example, a discovery we did here in Romania, and this is now applied in other countries as well. So I think it's quite good being part of a group to simply learn and adapt fastest, and not each and every country to do their own trial and errors by themselves. Because for sure, when a new situation is, some things work, some things don't work. And the working things you keep, the don't working you don't.
Thank you, Andreas.
Mulțumesc.
Uite, pentru că ați avut un psiholog invitat și a atins problema aceasta a haterelii, mai ales pe social networks, este un paradox, mai ales în ceea ce ați prezentat voi, cu cât de mult a crescut traficul pe internet în perioada aceasta și utilizatorii care apreciază din ce în ce mai mult operatorii telecom, dar în aceeași măsură există această problemă a 5G-ului cu o hatereală puternică.
În sensul că sunt opinii negative vis-a-vis de tehnologia 5G?
Exact.
Și o mică completare, tot pe subiectul ăsta.
Da.
Faptul este nu că este o hăităreală, că asta e treaba haterilor să facă.
So it's not only hate on the online world regarding 5G.
Asta e activitatea lor, pentru asta sunt plătiți. Problema este de ce nu se răspunde din partea operatorilor care au lansat 5G, voi nu sunteți încă cu argumente serioase.
Dacă nu există o campanie de educare la nivelul populației,
maybe I can just add my personal view on that. Yeah, and I think I never made a big secret out of it, that 5G is a future technology, but here at this moment not relevant for the market in Romania, here and now. And how I simply feel it, I would say when this is the time that 5G is getting relevant in Romania, then I would say also all those debates have been, I would say, calmed down already. I read as well that in UK there have been some riots and aggressive people attacked the masts and burned equipment down. So I would say this is unfortunately quite irrational, such a behavior. But I think everything on this planet is going in certain waves, and what I at least see that these waves currently is going up will go down again as well. But I would say it's a general, maybe it's a human instinct when there is something new. People I've read. Why I currently don't believe that 5G is relevant for Romania is a completely different, comes in a completely different corner where those people are afraid of. I'm not afraid of 5G. I just think economically it does not make sense here and now because we don't have the use cases, and as well the technology as well takes really time to be available. When you look at the opportunities 5G has, it's amazing, but everything takes a certain time to be relevant for the mass market, but it's not relevant for the mass market at the moment. And when it will be relevant for the mass market, I personally believe it will be around 2025. In this case, I guess all those debates will be already over.
Thank you, Andreas.
But if not, we need to run a campaign, I agree.